Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about graphing on a coordinate plane, and we're also going to be plotting linear equations. So by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to take an equation and turn it into a straight line on a graph. So let's get started. Our first part is to understand the coordinate plane. This picture here, this is the coordinate plane. It's made up of two number lines. Okay, so we have this line that I'm highlighting here in black. This is called the y-axis. And then this red line that I'm gonna make here, this is the x-axis. Okay, so the x-axis goes left to right, and then the y-axis goes up and down. Okay, so then these two lines, they meet at the origin. Okay, origin. And the origin is the 0 point and 0 point. And then we have the ordered pairs. Ordered pairs like x and y. So the format for ordered pairs is x and y. So let's say we have this point. It is 3 units to the left, so -3. And then it's 3 units down, so -3 again. So it's 3 units to the left on the x-axis, 3 units down on the y-axis. Let's try another one. Pause the video and try to graph this point. Okay, so now I'm going to tell you it's 7 to the right. Okay, so that's the x-axis part, and it is 8 up, so 8. Okay, so next we're gonna be plotting points. We just did that, plotting points. So try and plot the points. Pause the video, plot these points, and I'll give you an example. Okay, so if we had to plot the point, what you're gonna do first is 15, 0. You're gonna plot that point. Let's move it up a little. Okay, so we're gonna get our marker. Let's do blue. So 15, 0. It's 15 to the right, and it's 0, so it stays there. Then 15, 2. 15, 2. And then you draw a line. Okay, the next one is 15, 2. We have it right there. And then we have 11, 8. So 11, 8 right there. Oh no, that's 7. 11, 8. And then you draw the line. Okay, so you're gonna do that. Try that at your own time. Pause the video, try it on your own. Okay, so I'll show you how it looks like. After completing it, it's gonna look like this. This is the answer, by the way. This is how it's gonna look like. Okay. And now we're gonna be talking about linear equations. So what is a linear equation? Okay, let's write that down. Linear equation. So linear means straight, and we already know what equation is. So straight equation. Okay, so a linear equation is an equation that makes a straight line when you graph it. It usually is in the format of y is equal to mx plus b. Okay, so the m in this formula stands for the slope. The slope determines how steep the line is. Is it like this, or is it like this, or is it like that? Okay, that's the steepness. And then the B is the y-intercept. Okay, the y-intercept is where the line crosses the x-axis. So the y-intercept is anything here. So basically the y-intercept is when x is 0. So if that's 0, then what is y? That's your y-intercept. And then similarly, your x-intercept would be when y is 0, so then you don't know what x is. Okay, so now we're going to be plotting a linear equation. First, let me grab a graph. Okay, now we have a graph here. So let's graph the equation y, let's do it in a different color. Y is equal to 2x plus 1. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by graphing the y-intercept. What's the y-intercept? It's this b. In this case, it's the 1. Okay, so that means x is 0 and y is 1. So let's graph that. It's 0 here and then 1. Okay, and then this 2 is the slope. You can think of 2 as 2 over 1, right? And we also, one thing to keep in mind is that slope is rise over run. That means if the rise over 1 here, that means the rise is 2 and then the run is 1. So that means you rise 2 and you run 1. Rise 2, run 1. Up 2 over 1. Up 2 over 1. And then you can't do that anymore. And then here you have to do the same thing, but you do it in the opposite direction. So down 2 over 1. Down 2 over 1, down 2 over 1, down 2 over 1, down 2 over 1. And then you connect all of these points together on this line, and it's a linear equation. It keeps on going forever. It's a straight line. Okay, so this is the graph of this equation. Another way to do this is by creating a table of values. So in my table of values, I usually I create it like this, the middle line, okay, x, and then the y, okay? So then I usually have like 5 points, okay? So let's start from a couple of lines. So we want to make sure we include both negative numbers and positive. I usually go -2, -1, 0, 1, and then 2. This is usually my starting point. So then we take this x value and plug it into here. So if x is -2, okay, so then you're going to say y is equal to 2 multiplied by -2 plus 1. Okay, so then 2 times -2 is -4 plus 1, that's -3. Okay, so then if x is a -1, so 2 multiplied by a -1 plus 1, okay, -2 plus 1, and that is a -1. And then we have this one. Okay, if it's 0, 2, 0 plus 1. 2 times 0 is 0. 0 plus 1 is 1. Okay, and then if it is 1, 2 multiplied by 1 plus 1, 2 plus 1, and that is a 3. And now we do it for the last one, which is a 2. So 2 times 2 plus 1, okay? So 4 plus 1, and that is equal to 5. And now we just graph these on the graph. Okay, so that means -2, -3. We have a -1, -1. Then we have a 0, 1, 1, 3. And then we have a 2, 5. And you notice how this graph is, this line is smaller than the other line we created earlier. It's because we didn't add as many points. So you want to keep on adding the points, like testing different points. So like then you would do maybe like -3, -4, and then here you would add 3, 4, 5, and then you get the line bigger and bigger. As we all know, it's already infinite. Okay, so now we're gonna try graphing this next graph. So I'll give you an equation now and try graphing it. So the graph I will give you is, or the equation, y is equal to -x plus 4. Pause the video, try and solve it on your own. Okay, now I will show you how I would do it. Personally, I don't really like to do the plug-in method, so I would use the rise over run. Okay, so then the negative here, we think of that as a -1x. That means -1 over 1. So -1 over 1. Okay, our y-intercept is 4. So let's start with that. I think I should use a darker color. Let's use like that one. So then -1, that means we go to the left this time. A rise, so we rise down over 1, rise down over 1, rise down over 1, rise over 1. And as you can see, we copy the same on this side. And then it keeps on going infinitely, and then we connect our line together like this, and then we got it. That is our graph. And now, awesome job. You just learned how to read and plot points on the coordinate plane. We understand slope and y-intercepts, and we graphed a linear equation. Next time, we'll learn how to find the slope from a graph or from like 2 points. If this helped you, give it a thumbs up and let's keep learning together. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Keep practicing to get better. Bye!